Okay, this is very interesting. I just got my very first DashLink. And why am I shooting like this? Okay, that's better. Yeah, I just got my very first DashLink through DoorDash, where I am on my way to the facility to pick up 14 drops. 14 drops, and it looks on the map, at least. I mean, my phone screen's only this big. So, and it looks like they're that close together, so it doesn't look like they're very far away. But this is going to be my very first one, and from my understanding, everybody I've seen on YouTube, or even my girlfriend Steph, she got hers later in the morning. I got it, and it says the offers start dropping at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got my offer at 4:49 in the morning, just a little bit ago. 4:49 in the morning. They're not supposed to drop for another 2 hours or something, but that might be the trick. Be there, be out working at 4 o'clock in the morning in that hour once they drop. And plus, here's something else. I was number 127 on the list. There was only like 30 something deliveries. I'm way up here. Everybody's down here in line to get their orders. I got it. I got an $84 delivery. I'm kind of excited. I'm nervous. I've never done this before, but I'm excited. Something else, I was 12 miles away from the facility. In the app, when you sign up for DashLink, it says you must be within a 10-mile radius. I was out of that radius, yet I still got the offer. I got the offer 2 hours before the orders dropped, and I was out of the zone. This is all new. There's not too many videos on YouTube about this. So hopefully some of this information I give you today helps if you're trying to do DashLink. I mean, who wouldn't want to try it? It pays pretty well. 14 stops. You don't have to go to different restaurants or anything like that. You just pick up small packages, put them in your car, drop, you're done. It's giving me three and a half hours or something like that to deliver these. But I'm thinking I could probably knock it out in 1 hour. And $84 for 1 hour of work, I'm all for it. That's if I can do it. We'll see how long it really takes me. So my pickup time is at 5:30 a.m. They're supposed to start picking up like after 6 a.m. So I don't know how I got so lucky with this one. And also, all these warehouses around here I know really, really well, just due to the fact I was a truck driver for 30 years, and I know these places. In fact, these trucks parked in Mill Street, I used to do that. Okay, here we go. Staples. So this is an old Staples warehouse, it looks like. I don't know anything where I'm supposed to pick up, how this works. Do I pull my car inside of a building? Do I load this stuff outside? Is there security at this guard shack? I don't know anything. Oof. Is there any signs letting me know it's DoorDash? Let's see what this sign here says. Yes. So right on the side of that guard shack, you can see it says DoorDash. So DoorDash took over this warehouse. But where do I go? I don't know where to go. Okay, this is the warehouse. Now I'm pulling up here, and I don't see any. Where are we supposed to load it? I don't see any more DoorDash signs. There's a receiving office. Yeah, I don't know where to go. Okay, there's a bunch of cones out here today. There's a sign and a little drive. Let's oh, there is a sign right there. I'm just gonna cut through here real fast and see what this sign says. This sign says, "We deliver with DoorDash." All right. What do I do now? Because the road was closed with cones. Okay. There must be a road or something. They made a road out of cones because I think I was supposed to come in over there. So I'm going to cut back to the cones, go back up, and Let's go see how we do this. Okay, I didn't shoot the video of the pickup process just due to the fact I didn't know what I was doing. But next time I'll definitely shoot video because it was very, very simple. What happened was I pulled up, there was some cones and I just followed them. And it led me right to the front doors of the facility. There was one other driver getting loaded, and then a couple others showed up behind me. They wheeled out kind of like those things when you go to a hotel and the bellhop brings you your luggage on that cart thing. Something very similar to that. They just brought my whole load out to me, and the application pretty much tells you exactly what to do. You just scan the packages. I scanned 14 packages, and I did bring an ink pen, so I put down stop 1, stop 2, stop 3. The app tells you you don't have, when you first get there, you don't have to know what order the packages are in, because there's a little barcode on there. You scan the barcode with your phone, it says stop 1, stop 10, stop 8, stop 5. So I just wrote down what the stops were on there, threw them in the back of my car since there's only 14 packages. Very simple. I figure once I get to the stops, since I wrote it down, I could just see what I wrote down. Stop 1, I'll scan it and I'll just drop it off, get in the car, go to the next one, scan it, just over and over again. And I think it should be fairly simple. My first stop is 10 miles away, but it is heading back home, so that's a bonus. So it looks like all the stops are heading back towards Kissimmee, which is great, and I should be able to knock this out rather fast. Okay, I was just talking to Grok, the car's computer, right? And or the AI system. It was telling me that you could beat the morning rush, that scramble, because DoorDash says they start dropping orders about 6 in the morning, but a lot of times they start dropping about 4 in the morning, and it's best to be out working at 4 in the morning and keeping an eye on that DoorDash. You can get these big offers as early as 4 in the morning and beat that crowd, beat that rush. Now, Grok and ChatGPT are two different AIs. Obviously, everybody knows that. It says, but ChatGPT can remember things, especially if you pay for ChatGPT, which I do. Grok in the car doesn't remember anything because it just doesn't do that yet. So Grok told me to use ChatGPT as my planner, use Grok to keep me motivated, and then use myself to be the hustler. That it says 3 brains are better than 1. So definitely use ChatGPT for the planning aspect. Get everything organized. Wake up in the morning, get out there, have everything organized for ChatGPT, and then throughout the shift and the planning stages as I'm going, use Grok, and we should be able to possibly narrow this thing down to where I can have these type of offers on a daily basis, every day, sometimes even multiple, because if I can get an early morning pick up and leave by 5:30 in the morning delivery and get done by like 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, there are possibilities that DoorDash does not limit how many you can have in a shift or in a day. I can get done with this and possibly pick up a second batch, run back to the warehouse and pick up a second, possibly, $80, $100, $150 order again, and have 2 of those in one day. I'm excited. This is going to be great. I'm getting motivated again. I started losing hope. All hope is not lost. Here I am in the neighborhood. I got my very first drop, so I'm really hoping that all these are really close together. So for stop 1 is 0.1 miles away. I'm 0 minutes away. Let's knock this out. That was fairly simple, just like a normal food delivery. If you were just delivering food, you take a picture. Well, you have to scan a barcode. You scan the barcode of the package, take it to the front of wherever you're delivering it. In this case, it was just a home. Put it where it needed to be sat, and then take a picture. You're done. Get back in your car, off to the next one. It took about 30 seconds. It was fairly fast. And then also what I'm doing, just letting the car drive me where it needs to go. So the self-driving, this whole thing could not be easier. The car knows where my next delivery is. I'm just letting it go. This couldn't get any easier. It can get a little bit harder if I run out of coffee. Which brings me to my next point. Make sure you're having coffee before you head out, before you get to the place. Stop before you get to the distribution center. And then also, if you've got an electric car, make sure you have enough charge to do the job. I don't know how many miles this whole thing's going to be. I don't expect it to be too many. I had like about a half a charge, which is about 177 miles. So I don't need to worry about that. I mean, I could basically make it from here to Miami if I needed to, or very close on a half a charge. So I'm good. Or if you need gas, just make sure you're gassed up, charged up, and ready to go. Now, I did talk to another driver who has done this a couple of times. He hasn't done it too many, he said, but he's done it a couple times. Starting out this early in the morning, not like my girlfriend Steph did. She started out like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and she had like 49 drops or something like that. You could check out her channel. She did a whole video on her experience. But it took her 8 or 9 hours to complete. I have 14 stops. They're giving me 3 hours, but it's not specific. You can go ahead. If it takes longer, it could take longer. If you can get it done faster, you get it done faster. But maybe have some snacks with you. Make sure you have enough gas, and just relax. It's not rushed. That's what the guy told me anyway. It's not rushed. Get it done as you go. If you need to stop and take a break, stop and take a break. You want to stop and eat lunch, stop and eat lunch. That's what he told me anyway. He's done a few of them. He's not a professional yet, but he's done a couple. At least that's what he told me. He was getting loaded the same time I was. So it's a nice, easy. You're not being timed like you are on DoorDash. They got that new time thing on DoorDash now. That doesn't happen with this. On time or early thing. That doesn't happen. Okay, my second delivery took the longest, and it wasn't due to the fact that I couldn't find the house. This is something that's big on food delivery also. Here in Orlando, Florida, we're kind of like Las Vegas. We have almost every community is a gated community, and with call boxes, and you need codes and stuff like that. But a lot of customers, they don't put any information in there at all. You're stuck. I was stuck outside the gate there because it's so early in the morning. No cars are going in and out. And you try calling the customer, texting the customer. No one answers the phone because it's too early. They're sleeping. And so if anybody out there watches this video that is actually placing an order or expecting a delivery, and if you live in a gated community, please, in the description of how to get to your place, leave the code so we can lift those gates up and open the gates so we can get in to deliver, because that took forever. Finally, a car came out, and I kind of went around some bushes in my car and went through the exit before the gate shut on me. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I needed to get going. I haven't known, I just figured it out. This doesn't make sense. I have discovered, okay, so Steph, my girlfriend, she got 49 deliveries. Took her 9 hours. Took a long time. But there wasn't that many miles. It was just a lot of stops, and there was some hiccups here and there. And I signed up because there's a little slider that says 12 or less. I got 14, but I put 12 or less, but they still gave me 14 in this batch. So, which is only, 2 more, if my math is correct. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, only 2 more. But it seems to me, this is my first time doing it. I need to do it again to figure out. But it seems like you get a lot more miles the less packages you get. If you get a lot of packages, you go less miles, but you get a lot of stops. If you take the less packages like I did, it seems to have stretched out the miles a lot more, because I've already driven. My first stop was 10 miles away, and my second stop was 8 miles away from the first stop. And then my third stop that I'm going to now was 12 miles away. I'm over here at Disney World now. And so I'm over here next to Flamingo Crossing. So, and that was a 12 miles from my second stop. So it's 10, 8, 12. So you're putting a lot of miles on the less packages you get. That's what I'm thinking. It's a possibility. I don't know if I'm going to get any like she got, where it was just stop, 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 all in one neighborhood. Stop, stop, and then drive 8 miles, and then stop, stop, stop in another neighborhood. I think the less packages you get, the further miles. I need to do this again. We'll figure it out though. Okay, me trying to knock out 14 in 1 hour is impossible. I mean, it's not impossible. It's impossible for me today. Being that a lot of the deliveries, the people aren't there. They don't give you their address. They live in apartments. They don't give you an apartment number. And then for every package that can't be delivered, you have to spend about 35 to 40 minutes on a phone call or a text message with DoorDash to try and get a return ticket to go back to the warehouse. And it takes forever. So what should have took me an hour has taken me 3 hours now, and I'm only halfway done with 14 packages. That's crazy. We don't even have a direct link to get a hold of customer service. We have to get a hold of a main line, explain to them what's going on. Then they transfer you over, and then the DashLink people, you have to retell them everything you told the first people. And it's just, and they want you, I found out they do want you to deliver at specific times. But if you get held up one time, it could take an hour. And then you're behind an hour. Then if it happens again, then you're behind 2 hours. And then if it happens again, you're behind 3 hours. And that's where I'm at now. I'm behind 3 hours. Just dealing with DoorDash support, trying to get return tickets for these packages where people never gave us the proper information. Some of them didn't give you an address. Some didn't give you security codes for their gates. Some didn't they give you the address for their apartments, but not their apartment number, so you don't know where to leave the package. And no customer at all has responded to text messages and or phone calls to try and get the information from them. So if you're ever planning on doing these DashLinks, be prepared. Even something that you think is going to be extremely simple, it's not. There's issues. So, yep, the app lies. The app is not truthful. I have made 7 deliveries already, and I'm almost at 200 miles. I know the app did not say I'm going to be driving 200 miles for this $83. And here it is. I started at 5:30 this morning. It's 11:30 already. That there's something wrong with the app. I haven't stopped at all. But when Steph did it the other day, she was doing neighborhoods, and there might be 2 or 3 drops in a neighborhood in Orlando, then move neighborhoods and do another 3 or 4 drops in another neighborhood. I left Orlando. I'm heading up here towards Ocala already. I'm like heading towards the Georgia border. Everything's been 30, I drop off, drive 38 miles, drop off, drive 17 miles, drop off, drive 18 miles, drop off. Now I'm driving another 27 miles to my next one, drop off. And then I just keep going up. It's like, what is DoorDash thinking? I don't understand why I'm in Orlando, but I'm heading all the way up towards Georgia for $83 with 14 drops. And then, because I have return packages, I have to come all the way back, go back towards the airport, and go to the warehouse and drop these packages off. So, if I'm 150 miles away, I have to drive 150 miles back to drop these off. For what? $83 or $87, however much it is. I'm a little perturbed. All right, I'm about 1 mile away from the distribution center where I picked up my packages at 5:30 this morning. It is now 2:33 in the afternoon. Something that they said was only going to take 3 hours ended up being almost 300 miles. I think they got it confused. 300 miles with 3 hours. They just flipped it. 14 deliveries. I'm bringing back 3 packages because, well, we can't deliver at Walt Disney World's where at Flamingo, that's where all the cast members that work at Disney, the 75,000 cast members that work there, they all live, and there's security and stuff like that. And it looks like they got turnstiles with security guards and stuff, and they're not allowed to accept packages there. And the people, they go off to work or they go to college or they go to work at the Magic Kingdom or Epcot or somewhere. They can't, there's no way to give them their packages, no drop boxes or anything like that. So I had to bring those back, and continued all over the place, right at about 300 miles. They said 3 hours, not 300 miles. And there's no way you're going to do that and deal with the customer service help to find out what to do with this stuff. That alone takes 30 minutes or more. If you got to do that 3 times, that's a good chunk of change of time. Let me get parked. Let me go dump these off and get these scanned in so I can get paid for the return. And I'll tell you my thoughts on what I think of DashLink. Okay, I might as well show this real fast. So that door over there on the side of the building, that one over there, that's where I did the pickup this morning there. And it does look closed. Let me zoom in a little. Is it closed? Yeah, the door, that's not that dangly stuff. That's actually a metal door, so it's closed. So if it is closed, you come up I don't know if it's the same in your city, but here there is a big ginormous box. Looks like a clothing drop-off place. But I think we just take a scan and take a picture of each one and pull it down like a giant mailbox, because that's what that looks like up there. It looks like a giant mailbox lid. Okay, here we go. The good, the bad, the ugly. So for a total, after I was all done, it just showed what I got paid. $93, that's what I got. Close to 300 miles though, that's scary. $93 for almost 300 miles. I don't like that. Let's start off with the things I do like. I like when you come up to the place, it's easy to find. They got DoorDash, like right here. So we got the DoorDash thing there. We got the DoorDash drop box. And then on the side of the building over there, they got DoorDash right above where you unload or load, not unload. That's pretty good. It was pretty easy, especially if it's your first time. It was my first time and I had no issues. I was really pumped this morning when I got this offer. And but they appear on your phone so fast, you see the price, you see the money, and you go, ooh, that's pretty good. That's a good way to start the morning. The evening was terrible, so yeah, this should make up for it. And then, so all you see is you accept it. You just, I'll take that. Let's do it. Don't be afraid to try anything, right? And then once you accept it, you see the time. It says this route should take about 3 hours to 3.5 hours. That's wrong. That's wrong. So my girlfriend, when she did it, I think it said something like 6 or 7 hours it was going to take her. It took her 9, right around there, if I remember correctly. It was the same situation here, except this took a lot longer than hers did, just due to the fact she only had 1 return. I had 3, so I had to deal with customer, support 3 times where she only had to deal with it 1 time. So, and then plus, it's just, if I didn't have to come back, if there was no returns, it probably would have been okay. I wouldn't be so negative with them right now. And it's really not their fault, but it kind of is DoorDash's fault. So I had 2 deliveries at Disney at Flamingo. And I know I'm not the first person to deliver there or attempt to deliver there. And so whoever's done it in the past, I'm sure notified them that we are not allowed, they're not allowed to accept packages in that complex. So it should be in the computers at DoorDash. We're not allowed to deliver there. And yet I had some packages that went there. They should know. So I wasted my time right there. And then also not just driving over there, showing up, trying to deliver packages, only to be told by security you're not allowed to. The person that's collecting the packages needs to come down and physically take it from you. Come out of the gate and take it. Well, the issue is, like I said, they're probably working at Epcot or Magic Kingdom or somewhere, or monorail driver. Who knows what the person does for a living? And it's probably at work. It was morning. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning when I got over there. And so, it's just that put a bad taste in my mouth, just due to the fact that they know we're not allowed to deliver there. And so they did that. And then that happened twice there. Then the rest of the stuff, chalk it up to bad customers. Customers not putting their security gate codes into their housing developments. So you pull up, the gate's locked. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and you're texting them. They're not answering. You try calling them on the phone. They're not answering. How long are you supposed to sit there? I sat there for like 10 minutes, hoping a car would come. So, and that lived there and would open the gate, and I just followed them through. But that didn't happen. And it was terrible. It was bad. And then, what was the other one? I don't know. It's just, the money's good. And if you don't mind driving, if that was the only thing, like if I wasn't out from like 8 o'clock last night until this morning, or until now actually, it probably wouldn't be so bad. Like if I woke up at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning, went over there, got the job, I made pretty decent money for what I did. It wasn't backbreaking or anything. So, and then it's early enough now to where I can fire up Walmart and go to Walmart and start sparking, So if it was just this, that's a good chunk of money to start my shift with. Then head over to Walmart and do the 20s, the 30s, and the $25 ones, taking groceries to people's houses real fast, and adding to it and just going until about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. It'd be fine. That's just not how it works, because you're never guaranteed one of these gigs. So, and if you see one that's pretty high paying, you're not going to read it. You're just going to touch it. So would I do it again? Yeah, I'm going to do it again. If I can get one, I want to do it 1 or 2 more times to see if I have a better experience, because this experience wasn't great, but it was an experience. It was an adventure. I had to get one so I could learn it. I wanted to learn how to do the pickups, how to do the deliveries, how to do the returns. I wanted to learn that next. I want to learn how to kind of see where I'm possibly going, how many miles I'm going to be going, because it had to show on that screen how many miles you were going. I just didn't see it because all I seen was the money. The money talks. I touched that thing. So I'm going to do it again. Would I suggest you guys do it if you're a DoorDasher? It just depends on your market. Orlando is so spread out. We got Orlando, Kissimmee, all the surrounding areas. I mean, almost, I went so far north. I went up to by Wildwood, Florida, the Villages, everything else. I shouldn't be going up there. It should be this area. But this place here sent me all the way up there, which was just insane. They need to do it just in this area. If they're going to start going that far, They need to jack the rate up. If they would have added $100 to this 90 something that they gave me, no big deal. You know, you got 6-7 hours worth of work, you know, pay you $190, $200. Cool. I'm game. Let's do it. But to do all that for $97, it's nothing, man. It's like, so yeah. But if it was right around here, like a 50-mile radius, if it was just within a 50-mile circle of Orlando, and you just suburb hopped and delivered your packages, probably get done faster and be able to come back and possibly get a second one, and that wouldn't be bad. But I don't, next time, whatever order I get, I do not want to repeat what happened today. It's just not worth it. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'll keep you guys posted if I grab another one. Until the next time, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys from down the road. Peace, everybody.